Hello, I'm Anja. I'm exploring happiness. This is the third video of my Pillars of Happiness framework, where I try to categorize all the concepts I've learned about happiness. And this framework has 6 pillars. And this is the series about the first pillar, body, because that's where happiness is produced. This is where it happens. And I've already recorded 2 videos, brain, the brain, and hormones. And this one is now about the nervous system. In the other videos, I always ask, like, primary school level, can we be friends? Because then I can do this a bit more casual. Can we be friends? I can do this casual because this is how I roll. This is how I'm happy. And I also can look at my notes. I swap them up and down because I try teleprompter and learning by heart and doing it without notes spontaneously. It's not working. I need my notes and I need to look down from time to time. And sometimes I look down for like a few seconds because I catch my breath and my thought. Also, these hands belong to me. I have to film like this and they come up and they look like they're a bit detached, but they are mine. So let's go. The nervous system. The nervous system, autonomic nervous system, has 2 parts. There's the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is our fight, flight, or freeze state modus. When that nervous system is triggered, the blood is pumped from the brain into the arms and the legs so that we can run very well, like escape, flee, whatever, or we can fight very well, or we can freeze very well. Anyways, probably still doesn't help to have blood in your brain when you freeze. So that gives us the tunnel view, because no blood, or less blood in the brain. So tunnel view, tunnel vision. We can't really see, like we go like. So and the immune system, everything is on high alert, because that's sympathetic nervous system that's triggered when there's threat or danger, and that's absolutely also just perceived threat and danger. So it's not necessary that the saber-toothed tiger comes. It can just be a looming deadline and a screaming child, whatever. It's everything which is, or just a ping from the phone. That's why you should really get rid of all the alerts and the notifications, because it's stress. So fight, flight, or freeze gets us tunnel vision. We are focused on the solve a danger, threat, save ourselves, and then the opposite is the parasympathetic nervous system, which is and I'm looking at my notes, I know what it is. It's the rest and digest state. So this is where the blood comes back to the brain, where everything slows down, everything puts its arms down. It's going to start to repair and to rest, relax, chill, and like sort stuff away and digest, process. We can see the horizon broadens again. We can see opportunity and abundance. And that makes us easy to share and to connect, to be generous. So then we can have fun and play, to test a bit around, and our creativity flows. Yeah, I know. It's pretty much happiness. I mean, there's a few things together, I believe, which make happiness. But yeah, it sounds very happy, right? We still need the other one, because otherwise we don't survive. Also, when you want to achieve something, because our dopamine, we do have dopamine, it drives us. And we need also a bit of stress, right? We need to fight for things. We need to, we need some adrenaline there. So nothing good or bad per se. I keep saying that. It's not just good or bad. It's just it is. And it's really good to know that the rest and digest state is the state where we can see things again. So when we find ourselves, a lot of times I'm like, I feel like I'm happy, and then I feel like, why can you only see this bit? Why can you? Yeah, why are you in tunnel vision? You're not relaxed. You have to breathe. Well, you don't necessarily have to breathe. I mean, you do have to breathe, but you can do a lot of things to get back to parasympathetic nervous system, because we tend to register threats and dangers very quickly, because that's, how do you survive if you go like, oh, la 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 la, it's probably all good, oh, now it's too late. So the brain is pretty quick in saying like, this is a threat or danger, and you have to go in and go like, actually, I think it's okay. Thank you. So that's what we do with our prefrontal cortex. If you watched my my brain video, my first video in this series. Okay, so let me look at my my notes. Exactly. So in today's, probably it's always been like that, but it's always notifications and all these opportunities and all these things to do, and it's really stressful. So I think we are mostly in sympathetic nervous system, and we have to go always back to parasympathetic nervous system. I mean, if you're just really chilled person, maybe you should think of the other way, but I'm guessing for most people, and particularly if you're seeking happiness, you need to come in, you need to be more in parasympathetic nervous system. That is pretty much by telling yourself that you're safe and secure. So that system is only working if it's safe and secure. It's not like when the saber-toothed tiger is standing in front of you and you're going parasympathetic nervous system. Come on, it's not going to work, right? And you can tell your body that by breathing deeply, by humming and dancing and singing and connecting. So doing all the things you can do well when you're in parasympathetic nervous system. So whatever works for you, if you don't want to breathe intentionally, just try to find things where you can signal your body it's safe and secure, so that it can relax and it can rest and it can process. It can process impressions in your head, or it can process food in your stomach, or in your bowels. That's about that. Important to return to the parasympathetic nervous system. That's it for now. I'm going to talk about general health as the last bit for this body pillar, and I hope to see you soon.